my name's Alexa. I'm the tarot reader at Tinkered Tarot. So tonight I'm going to be doing some cards. This is going to be an all signs reading and just a general reading for the month of December. So I'm just going to do a quick, going through all of the signs, and I'm going to do a quick general reading for December for each sign. Okay, so just going to shuffle. General reading for Aquarius. We're going to begin with Aquarius. General reading for Aquarius for the month of December. Okay. Okay, to begin with Aquarius, you're going to be in an energy of, this is the card of growth. The Eight of Pentacles is about sowing seeds and setting kind of intentions for the new year. We have the Judgment card. So this also has to do with decisions being made, important decisions having to be made. So you're kind of, this is really reflective energy, especially with the Hermit that's come after this. So you're definitely going to be in an energy of going within and really reflecting on the year that's happened. And the Pentacles also represent finances. So the situation that you're going to be in December, Aquarius, is that of perhaps setting like your financial goals for the next year. So you're going to be very focused on the material, and that's kind of going to be your main thing. I feel with the Hermit, anything else to do with like other people or other people's opinions, it's not really going to be a factor. The energy you're really going to be focusing on is yourself. I see this image when I'm tuning into this energy of someone who is kind of got their headphones on and they're really focused on the task at hand. So I feel like you're going to be really retreating into your own little world in December and just, yeah, really focusing on what it is that you want to see grow in the new year. So that's for you, Aquarius. Let's pull out some cards. Ooh! Let's pull out some cards for Pisces for December. General reading for Pisces for December. Okay, Three of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. Okay, Pisces, I feel this is also part warning. This is part warning of don't get too taken away by other people's energies. With 2, 3, 3s in this spread, especially these cards are very social cards. So your energy is going to be very much focused on social gatherings, partying, celebrating, but also there's a danger and a warning of going a bit too overboard. Try not to lose yourself this month in the opinions of other people, or there's going to be a lot of chatter and even perhaps gossip going on around you. So really try to focus on yourself and what your goals are and how you feel about situations, and try not to take on other people's opinions too much or other people's gossip too much, because that might be, that's an energy that's going to be around you in December. If you're not partaking in the gossip as well. So we've got the Four of Pentacles as well. So this is an energy of kind of holding onto your resources really tightly. It can also be in a social situation. I recognize it to be like feeling insecure. So you could be feeling insecure about your finances. You could just, your self-esteem, you could just be feeling insecure anyway. So especially even more so this warning of not taking on other people's opinions, because that could really affect how you feel about yourself at this time. And also with the Four of Pentacles, while it does suggest that you might be tight on money, it also recommends that you kind of assess your financial situation and don't go a bit too overboard spending money on things that you can't afford. And the Three of Pentacles, this is about working as a team. So while you are going to be around people and you're going to be influenced by people this month very much, The Three of Pentacles says that if you are able to make this situation productive for yourself, so it's going to be a good time for you to collaborate and communicate and in a work setting and really work with people to create something. It could be in business, it could be a project, but that's the positive impact of having people around you and being susceptible to them. So really look at the positive aspects and try not to kind of pay attention too much to the negative. Okay, Aries. General reading for Aries for December. Okay, Aries, we've got the Seven of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. Okay, so for you, Aries, you're going to be in a situation where you're going to be kind of really thinking about, you're going to be a bit in the clouds this month. I feel like you're not, I think the message that's coming up for you is try to be grounded, try to ground yourself and try to, as much as you can, be in reality. The Queen of Pentacles, I was getting a lot of images of Earth and being around Earth. So that's one part of it. So reconnecting with nature if you're able to as well. But Pentacles is also, the Queen of Pentacles is someone, is a character who kind of, she's able to kind of feel financially abundant for herself. She's able to provide for herself and she doesn't really rely on other people. So when this card comes up with the Seven of Cups, it makes me feel like, yes, you're going to have a lot of options and you're going to be in the cloud and you're going to be imagining all of these things, but it's really important this month for you to take these kind of insights and imaginations and things you're wondering about and try to apply them in your day-to-day life in a practical way. It's all very well and good to kind of have wishes and dreams and fantasies, but if you're not manifesting that in the physical, then it'll just stay a fantasy. We've got the Ace of Swords as well for you. So this is about realizations, it's about foresight, and it's about communication. So don't be afraid to communicate with people these ideas and these imaginations that you have. You're going to be in a very creative space this month, and it's yeah, don't be afraid to communicate this with people around you. It may even help you figure out which thing it is that you want to end up creating in the physical. And it's also another way for you to kind of use your creative abilities to build connections with people. And this is another way that you can kind of take the Seven of Cups energy and implement it into your daily life. So we've got Taurus next. I'm Taurus moon, so yeah. Oh yeah, and these readings are for Sun, Moon and Rising. So be sure to watch all of yours. Alright, what is a general reading for Taurus this month? Okay. Eight of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Hierophant. So, the Eight of Pentacles for you, Taurus, this is about working hard and diligently. It's about focusing on a task at hand. You could be just really working really hard this month and really focused on developing your skills, whether it be in practical skills like hobbies that you have, or it could also be to do with work. There is an element, I feel, that you could be overworking yourself. So that's something that you should be mindful of. But that's the energy you're going to be in for December. We've got the Sun here as well. So the Sun is about, again, it's about celebrations and community. But it's also about feeling fulfilled through work with the Eight of Pentacles. It's about feeling fulfilled within yourself through the kind of accolades that you have gotten from perhaps a project that you've been working really hard on, or something that you've been, yeah, just Also, I feel I'm getting that you could be kind of seeing the fruits of your labor. When it comes to projects and work that you've been working really hard on this year, you could be seeing the results. You could be getting accolades. And a lot of the celebration that you're going to be experiencing this month could be from the hard work that you have been doing. We've got the Hierophant here as well. So the Hierophant in some way can represent like marriage or a commitment. While this reading, in the energy of this reading, I feel like you're going to be dealing, it could also have to do with institutions like churches and schools. So if you've been, I feel very much that this could be to do with like studying. If you've been studying really hard this year and you're getting kind of a certificate or congratulations from hard work within an institution. So it could be school, church, hospitals, any kind of industry like that. But it could also be commitment. I'm hearing committed to your work. So while I was going in the romantic way, and I will do a romantic reading after this one, this is very much being committed to your work and being committed to the outcome. Okay, so we've got Gemini next. What energy is Gemini going to be in December? Okay, we've got the Judgment card, we've got the Page of Cups, and we've got the Moon. All right, so, okay, what I'm hearing from Spirit Guides, honestly, is enough is enough. The Judgment card is about needing to make a decision, but the Page of Cups energy is about, he's incredibly indecisive. He's emotionally a little bit wishy-washy. He has a really hard time understanding his emotions. So I feel like in this situation, the question is, how can you make a decision that impacts your emotions if you're not even sure of how you feel yourself? We have the Moon here as well, and the Moon is about things that are hidden. Again, it's another card. It's about emotions, about hidden. It can be about hidden emotions. So it's like, I'm getting this sense that, Gemini, that you're going to be like putting on a face, or feeling like you need to put on a face this month. But underneath, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of emotional turmoil and a lot of stress, and it's probably to do with this decision that you're wanting to make. You want a new beginning, you want a rebirth, you want to transform in some way. But you just don't know how to get there. And it's because you're just so confused. It's because your emotions are really clouding your judgment right now. Judgment, get it? So be patient with yourself. If there's a way that you can kind of utilize your emotions, let them out in a creative way, like through art or self-expression, if you're able to practice those things that will help you to express the emotions that you have, that may be useful for you this month. But don't feel pressured to make this decision, because when the time is right, you'll know. When the time is right, you will know. So that's for Gemini, and now we have Cancer. All right, well, that just jumped out for you, Cancer, so that wanted to be seen. Oh, interesting. Okay, we've got the Three of Swords, Six of Swords, and Judgment. Okay, Cancer, so this is a very clear reading. It's about heartbreak. It's about moving on from heartbreak. I also feel like I think that for some it could be a relationship, but for others I'm feeling like there could have been someone who passed over recently, who transitioned, because to me the Six of Swords can also represent like moving in from the earth world into the spirit world. So this is something that you're healing from at the moment. You're going through a process of learning about death and perhaps physical pain more so. You could also be experiencing like a physical illness yourself. The heart as well, when this comes up, it can also represent like an actual physical, like medical thing to do with your heart or someone close to you. And the Judgment. So this is about a rebirth and a new beginning. So after this healing process of this heartbreak, you'll be learning, you'll be getting a lot of spiritual insights to do with what I said before about the nature of life, birth, and death. And I heard regret as well. Life, birth, death, and regret. So it's a really, even though these situations can be incredibly painful, the insights you're going to have and the understandings and the learning you're going to get from this is going to be really kind of life-changing for you. It's going to really change your perspective on things, and it's really going to color the rest, how you deal with the rest of 2021 moving forward. Okay, we've got Leo. Spirit guides, general reading for Leo, please, for December. What can I do on Leo reading? Okay. Leo, first card, we've got the Six of Cups, 7 card, 4 of Pentacles, 3rd card, the 3 of Pentacles. So Leo, with this card, when this card comes up, I think you're going to be a little bit in the past. Someone from your past could be coming back into your life. You could be spending time, I'm hearing grandparents, you could be spending time with children, like family members from the past, or family members who are old. Definitely a card of like, the energy I'm getting is like going home. That's really what I'm hearing. It's like going back home, going back to your roots. That's something you're going to be reflecting a lot on in December, Leo. We've got the 4 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles. So the 4 of Pentacles is about, within this reading, I feel it's about holding on to the past. You could be holding on to grudges. You could be holding on to maybe old beliefs about yourself, or you could be holding on to old ideas you had about yourself, or these people in the situation. We've got the 3 of Pentacles. So this is also a card of collaboration. So when it comes up in this kind of situation, I want to say that that you should really be open to the new and to welcoming new change into people. But when I'm picking up from this reading, is I don't feel like it's a negative. Sorry, this is Siren. I don't feel like there's a negative connotation. This energy does actually feel really nice. It might be nice for you to be able to go back into these old memories, into these old people, and to kind of reestablish your relationships new. And I think that that's what this card is suggesting in this reading. It's about reestablishing the connections you have as the person that you've changed and you've become, and as have they changed and they have grown, and this year's been really transformative for a lot of people. So this is about kind of reintroducing yourself to the past, if that makes sense. Okay, we've got Virgo, my star sign. What is in the general energy of Virgos? Spirit guides for December. Okay. Oh, sorry. Oh, 6 of Pentacles. Right. 6 of Pentacles, Page of Swords, 3 of Wands. Virgo this month. The month of December. This month, yes. So the 6 of Pentacles is about, it's about giving and taking in equal measure. It's about assessing, looking at the relationships that you have, and figuring out where am I giving too much, and where am I taking too much. It's about finding balance in your relationships. And I also feel like this could also do with financial balance as well. You could be in a situation where you're not getting the money that you were owed, or the money that you feel like you deserve. Yeah. So this is about kind of I'm hearing righting wrongs, to do with balancing of give and take of resources. we have the Page of Swords. So this is about communication. It can be like online communication. The image I'm getting is like fast, like Facebook messages being sent really quickly. I'm just getting that kind of image in my mind, like social media. So a lot of this exchange can be happening online. Be careful of your words as well with the Page of Swords. This can be a warning about being a bit immature, or you can be a bit you could be at risk of being cutting with your words, especially if it's online, or being misunderstood. This can also suggest that in the past you've been feeling misunderstood. And we have the Three of Wands. So this is about, it can be about travel. So you might be traveling in December, or you might be planning travel. And it's interesting, so I feel like this situation, this is kind of the outcome of that situation, because it's like you're kind of like, okay, you know, I'm gonna sort out my finances and my resources and all that stuff, so that I can look to the future and put this behind me and move on, and maybe take a trip, go somewhere else, move away. Move to relationships that you're going to be getting what it is that you feel like you need. Moving to a city where you feel like you'll be getting more opportunities. That's basically the energy that's coming up for Virgo in December. So we've got Libra, and then Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. Oh, so many. All right, general reading for Libra for December. Spirit guides. Okay, we've got the Hermit, Nine of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. So Libra, in December you're going to be retreating a little bit. You're going to be kind of going within. I feel like you may be even isolating yourself a lot. You may be really wanting to just be with yourself, be your own company, because we've got the Nine of Cups. So you're going to be really content just being with yourself, being you, being with you is basically the energy. The Queen of Pentacles, you're going to be feeling really comfortable, really, I'm just hearing content and happy with yourself. And I mean, really the biggest message here is that you're going to be really content with your own energy. And maybe it's taken you a long time to get there, but whatever circumstances that have happened to you in the past few years, it's kind of been pushing you to feel more and more comfortable with your own company. So Libra, this is kind of where what you're gonna be feeling, the energy you're gonna be in December. And then we've got Scorpio. General reading. What energy will Scorpio be in December? Okay, we've got the High Priestess, Queen of Cups, and the Hanged Man. And the first thing I heard is keeping secrets. You're going to be keeping a lot of things to your chest. You're going to be keeping your emotions to your chest. And the Hanged Man. You're also going to be feeling a little bit, it's like, I don't know if you're just, it's not, I want to say that it's a choice for you to be in this energy, but I think that you won't feel like it's a choice. I think that you have a lot of emotions, and you do want to let them out, and you do want to communicate them with people, but you don't want to bother people. The Hanged Man is someone who's kind of like in between two worlds. So you're going to be in between like your head and your heart a lot this month, and you're going to feel like you need to hide it because you don't want to disrupt any situation, or you don't want to influence other people's emotions too much. But you're also going to be with the Hanged Man energy. You're also going to be taking your time, kind of assessing how it is that you do feel. So that could also be the reason why you're going to be in this kind of secretive, emotional place. We've got Sagittarius and then Capricorn. General reading for Sagittarius for the month of December. Ooh. Oh wow. Okay, Sagittarius, you've pulled the Three of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. Okay, well, the Three of Swords is about heartbreak. So you've either gone through a breakup, you're going through a breakup, or you have to break someone's heart. It could be a breakup, a friendship breakup. It could be you could be a child and you're someone related to is going through a divorce. So it could be like a heartbreak associated with someone else's breakup. I'm getting images of people walking away or people moving away. So it could be like friends moving to different cities or different countries. The Four of Pentacles, you're gonna really, it's like you're gonna fight this. You're gonna really want to hold on to this. Not so much the heartbreak, but the heartbreak will make you feel like you need to hold on. You don't want to let go of this person or this situation, which is why it's so painful. We've got the Eight of Swords. This is about feeling stuck in your mind, being in your mind too much, being haunted by your thoughts, I heard. And it's also about like overthinking. If there's something else that you can focus on, if there's a way that you can release this person with love and know that in release there is love, that might help you. But the Eight of Swords is an energy of being trapped by your thoughts. So if there's any way that you can perhaps assess that in December, it can really help you in the healing process that needs to happen. But holding on to this situation it's just going to prolong the heartbreak, unfortunately. And then we've got Capricorn, final reading. Spirit guides, please make clear that guys. General reading for Capricorn for the month of December. Oh wow, these cards keep coming up. Six of Cups, Three of Pentacles, King of Swords. So Capricorn, I feel like this might have to do with work, but it could also do with a group of friends, a group of people. It's about working on a project, working on a goal with someone from the past, or a project from the past kind of coming back. And you're kind of looking at it with new eyes, like almost as if you've left a painting kind of, you started it like a year ago and you're bringing it back to finish it. It's like I'm hearing unfinished business. So you could also have unfinished business with a person. It could be business, it could be a relationship, but it's like there's something that wasn't finished, and you're going to be in December going back and kind of looking at things again in a different way, and kind of saying, how can I approach this and work on it differently? And then with the King of Swords, this is about communicating what you want very clearly and very directly. So it's almost as if you've made this decision to work to bring this back, to bring this old energy back with new eyes, but it's a very deliberate intention for you, and you're taking this very seriously. The energy I'm getting from you, Capricorn, of December is serious. That is the word that's coming up. I'm just seeing you being very, very, very serious about everything. Also, especially this project. So don't forget to lighten up if you can. You can have fun. You can laugh. But yeah, so that's the energy for you, Capricorn. Thanks for watching my readings tonight. Please like and subscribe and thumbs up this video so I know that you like it, and so I can do more readings. Thanks. Bye.